If you want to know how to hack your metabolism for fat loss, it starts with understanding your macros. If you're still just counting calories, you might be missing the bigger picture. Today, we're breaking down how proteins, carbs, and fats each impact your metabolism, hormones, and fat burning potential. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I'm your host, Trevor. As usual, we are going to start with a quote, and today's is by Billie Jean King. And she said, "Champions keep playing until they get it right." So I feel like I talk about macros a lot, but it's something that I believe is the most important thing for sustainable weight loss and sustainable healthy lifestyles. So we're going to start off, just by going through the macro basics. They're short for macronutrients. I've talked about them quite a bit, so if you feel like I'm, ringing the same bell over and over and over again, I apologize. But the macros are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And these are more than just calorie sources. They influence how our body burns energy and how they store fat, etc. So protein is what is going to support your muscle maintenance. It's going to help control your appetite. Carbohydrates, they're going to fuel your workouts and impact your insulin levels. And then fats are going to support your hormone health and energy balances. And it's important to get the right balances of macros for your goals so you can optimize your fat burning potential, preserve your muscle mass, and make sure you're getting all of the nutrients that you need. So we're going to we're going to talk about the thermic effect of food and why protein matters. So here's where things get cool. Not all calories are burned the same way. Of course, your body burns calories just digesting food, and this is called the thermic effect of food, or TEF. And protein has the highest TEF of all the macros. Up to 30% of protein calories are burned during digestion compared to 5 to 10% for carbs, and just 0 to 3% for fat. So what this means is that the more protein you eat, the more your body works just to process it, and this is giving your metabolism a natural boost. So if you are eating 100 calories of protein, you're burning up to 30 calories just digesting it. And that's why protein is your fat loss friend. But let's talk about insulin for a second. Insulin, it's the hormone that helps shuttle nutrients into your cells. And when you eat carbs, your insulin levels will rise to help your body use or store that energy. And so when carbs are balanced with protein and fiber, this will keep insulin spikes at a minimum. But if you're eating excessive sugar or refined carbs, this can lead to high insulin levels, and that can actually encourage fat storage, which will, reduce your body's ability to burn that fat. And then fats, on the other hand, they're not actually raising your insulin, but they're calorie dense. So the key is finding a macro balance that keeps your hormones stable and your body in fat burning mode. So it's not about low carb or low fat. It's about balance. And that's why I like the macro plans, because they help you balance the things you need. You're getting the proper amount of carbs, you're getting enough protein, you're getting the healthy fats that you need. You're getting them in the levels that you need without going over, without excessively eating, without getting out of balance. They really do help. And the great thing is, if, and granted I'm not a nutritionist, but I tell our clients here at the weight loss clinic to hit your macros. If you get your protein level and meet your carb and fat macros, I don't care how you got them, As long as you are following that plan and as long as you're getting enough protein, that's the thing that I focus on the most with weight loss. We want to keep as much of that muscle mass as possible. So as long as you're getting your protein goals and you're not going over your other macros, I don't care what you eat. You can have whatever you want. If you go out and if you go out, if you know you're going out with friends or family for a special dinner, you can adjust your macros and eat accordingly for that meal and for everything during the day so that you can enjoy yourself that night. You can maintain balance, you can have a sustained lifestyle, and you don't necessarily have to give up the things you enjoy as long as you're meeting your macros. And that's why I recommend them to everyone. If you want to burn your fat efficiently, you need to look beyond the calorie count. You need to be looking at the balance that macros give you. So they're going to boost your metabolism and keep you full. They're going to help you perform well and support your hormone balance. So don't just eat less, eat smarter. That's the takeaway. If you're not sure what your ideal macro ratio looks like, we can talk about that. The next time I bring up macros, we'll talk about that, or we'll go over how to calculate them. That way you know and you can get started yourself. But anyway, that's it for me today. I appreciate all of you who listen. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. It's trevor@ultimatemedicalweightloss.com, or leave a comment on this episode. If you liked it, please subscribe and share, and I will be back next time.